Now let us move on to chahiye. First let us see how the sentence looks in English. We always start with our subject, you, he, they, and then we follow it with a must or a should. Now should is a suggestion, but must is a stronger suggestion. For example, if you are going to school, then your teacher will say you must wear your uniform. If you don't wear your uniform, you will not be allowed into the school premises. But then your teacher will say you should eat healthy food, which means what? Even if you bring unhealthy food, you will still be let into the school. It is a suggestion. Should is a suggestion, but must is a bit more stronger. It is a bit more stronger word. So you can choose anyone, must or should. For example, you should read the book. Even if you don't read, it is okay. But then you must drink 2 glasses of milk every day. It is good for your health. Then what? Your verb. What form is your verb? Just what we call the V1 form. What is the V1 form? Just the root form. Eat, drink, sleep, go, play, cry, anything. Here read, here drink, here help. And then the object and then the rest of the sentence you have here. Now let us move on to Hindi. What do you start with? Subject ko. You have to be very careful there. If your subject is a name, you don't have to worry. Ram, ko, Prakash, ko, Sharda, ko. It is okay. But then when you have your pronouns, you should know how they combine. For example, what you see here as usko is actually what? It is vah ko. We don't write vah ko. When they combine, it becomes usko. Similarly, ve plus ko becomes what? Unko. Now, what is the difference? Yah and vah. They denote third person singular. What do you mean by third person? It is not me, the speaker. I am the first person. You, the listener, are the second person. Now, third person is anyone who is not you or me. It can be a he or a she. Gender, it is not about the gender. Anybody who is not you or me is third person singular and third person plural. So there are 2 ways you can denote them. It can be with any name, Ram or Prakash or Vijay, anybody who is not you and me, or a cat or a dog, an engineer, a doctor. And the a and the way are what? They are plural. Dogs, cats, doctors, girls, boys. So these 2 are plural. Then why do we have 2 different forms? Yah is somebody near to me. Just one person, singular, near to me. Vah, far away from me, still singular. Ye and ve, a group of people near me, group of people far away from me. But when you add the word ko, you see the sa here? Vah plus ko becomes usko. Yah plus ko becomes isko. For the plural, it changes to na. Here you have sa, right? Usko, isko. Here it changes to na. If you have plural, anybody who is far away, a group of people far away, you will not say veko. You will say unko. And anyone near you, you will say inko. So you have to know what happens when the ko joins with pronouns. Joins with what? Tum, yah, vah, main. All of that you need to know what happens when ko joins with them. And not only will it be in this form, you will also see it in the short form like this. Tumhe. Instead of saying tumko, you can also write tumhe. That also means the same thing. Instead of usko, you can write use. That also is good enough. I have done a video on it. I will give you the link in the description box. So please go and see how ko joins with the pronouns. Next, what do you have? Then you put on the rest of the sentence, whatever comes here. After object, whatever comes here, you put on the rest of the sentence. Then your object, then your verb, and at last you will write chahiye. Now, just like you need to know how to change the ko when it comes with the pronouns, another thing you have to notice is the form of this verb. In English, it was very easy. It was just the V1 form. It was just read, drink, help. When you write the sentence in Hindi, please remember your verb should take the gender and the number of the object just before it. It's direct object. It should take the same number and the gender. What do we mean by that? तुमको पुस्तक पढ़नी चाहिए. You, and then come backwards. You must read a book. Now, what about the verb? In English, the verb is very clear, just a read. But then here, what happens to the verb? You are not saying padna chahiye. You are not saying padne. You are saying padni chahiye. Which means what? Your pustak here, your book here is what? It is female. That is why we said pustak पढ़नी चाहिए. उसको रोज 2 गिलास दूध पीना चाहिए. As usual, start with your subject. Start with what? He. And then what? Trace your sentence backwards. He must drink 2 glasses of milk every day. So you see how the sentence works. And why have we written peena chahiye? Why? What determines that it should be peena and not peene or peeni? Why? Your doodh. Doodh is what? It is male. That is why we have written peena chahiye. And the same with water. If it was pani, water will also, we will say peena chahiye. But then, what if it is chai? What if it is tea? Then we will say peeni chahiye. And the same with coffee. What about coffee? Coffee is also female. Remember, milk and water are male. Coffee and tea, what you actually make with milk and water, right? Those two, chai and coffee, both of them are what? They are female. So if instead of doodh you have a chai or a coffee, then we will change it to peeni chahiye. Now look at the last sentence. उनको गरीबों की मदद करनी चाहिए. As usual, start with your subject. They should help the poor. Why is it karni? Because help is what? It is female. Now, why is help female? Actually, help is a work we do, right? It is a verb. But then some words work as both verb and noun. For example, if you have watch, it is both a thing, something solid that you have, and it is also a work that you do. What do we mean by work? I am watching the TV, which means it is a work that you do. But then this is my new watch, which means what? It is both a noun and a verb. It is both a work that you do and something solid. Can you tell me of one more word like that? What about doctor? Now, doctor is both a person. It is a noun, which means what? It is a person. It is a person who treats you. And it is also a verb. It is also a thing that you do. What does doctor means? It means falsify something. Change its appearance to fool someone. For example, the thief doctored the documents, which means he changed it to fool someone. So the doctor doctored the documents. So just like that, you see the help here, it is both a noun and a verb. And when it is a noun, it is a female. That is why we said madad karni chahiye. आपको बातचीत करनी चाहिए. Start with the subject you and then come backwards. You must make conversation. You should talk to others. Your conversation or your baat is what? It is female. Not just your baat. Raat is also female. That is why we say lambi lambi raatein, long long nights. Pyari pyari baatein, like sweet conversations. So both are what? They are female. So you have karni chahiye. Unko natak dekhna chahiye. They must see this drama. It just means drama, but it is this drama. They should see this drama. Why is it dekhna? Because natak is what? It is male. But at the same time, if it is a film, if we write it is a movie, then we will say dekhni chahiye. Why? Because movie or a film is what? It is a female. So then at that case you will just put a e ki matra. But natak is what? It is male. So we write dekhna chahiye. With this we come to the end of this class. We learnt two words, chahiye and chah. Both of them mean want, but then they mean a lot of other things also. Chahiye means must and should, and chah means wish or to want. We saw how the rules are different when we use them. We saw how the structure of the sentence is different. Now that's all for today. Till I meet you again. Assalamu alaikum.